Credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go. Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go. Are you ready?
It is not JP. Most of JP, but not the JP. It's the Mike O. I can't even call the radio show because we're in for JP.
Are you going to do Mike? Oh.
Nah, we gotta have Brittany in here to do it live one day.
Can we?
That'd be fantastic.
Can we, please?
Mike O, Corey Cardinal, the usual suspects, Dizzy,
Yo.
and Monica.
Hey-oh.
Hey-o.
This
Live
is
content.
honestly, this is so cool to have people in the room.
Normally you have Dizzy. That's not good enough?
No, of course
She
it
said
is.
no, man.
No,
that
that's
sucks.
not what I meant. No, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, this is, I'm not, my instinct is to reach over to this one fader and turn it up, and that's when the show starts.
Right.
That fader is down. A total of 4 mics are on. Like, it's a weird, this is not the same. But
We got to mix things up a little
I
bit.
like it.
Yeah, instead of doing the same thing every day, we're giving you something different for a few days. Corey and I are here today with you and Dizzy. Dizzy, are you here tomorrow?
Yeah.
There we go.
Do you want to be?
I feel like that's a no.
You don't want to be?
Is it just you two guys?
Well, Johnny B is.
No, I'm out.
Okay, that's fine.
He said just
He's a
you.
double agent anyways.
Right.
He's not loyal to no one.
Well, that's not true.
Who are you loyal to?
JP and John Senning.
Who are you more loyal to?
JP, John Senning.
If they were falling off a cliff and your short little arms had to save one of them,
Well, I can't save someone who's in New York, so I guess John Senning would.
you guys are hiking during the Bone Beach Bash. Somehow,
Hiking?
yeah, you're hiking over the Skyway Bridge. Both of them slip over the side. Who you save?
I got to hold one like a Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, there's going to be a crap ton of messages to JP.
Listen,
Gary,
JP's in
so
Italy. He's
yeah.
getting dropped. He's getting dropped. I'll deal with that when I come back.
All right, JP's getting dropped.
All the
JP.
tattletale people.
You know those Italians, they have ways of getting even, too.
You're going to get
Because
dropped,
he'll
too.
live. He'll be like Jason.
That's fine.
Right there. He'll live. He'll come back.
I'll
He'll
live
get
with
you.
The repercussions as we go.
JP called me yesterday. I was in a meeting, and I said, I can't talk. I can text. He goes, that's all right. I'll get with you later. And he never got with me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's saying, hey, don't F this up. Don't lose the license. I don't know if there was anything cryptic. Is there anything that was discussed yesterday before he
No,
left?
I know JP told me he was upset that I disagreed with him with the shark stuff. So
Which shark stuff?
you can stop a shark by like grabbing its.
Oh,
his
and then
nose?
flipping it upside down or whatever?
He said just grab its nose and it'll go away. I go, I don't know if that's true. And he got mad that I was doing this whole back and forth with him, which I was just trying to poke the bear because I thought it was funny. Because hearing you could just stop a shark by putting your hand out like stiff arming it. I'm like, I don't think that's true.
Do you think you could stop a gator that way?
No, I think he talked about gators too.
Gators, like you have to make sure that you're grabbing that snout or
snouts.
whatever. Otherwise, you're done for. You are, because if it clamps on you, you are not opening
yeah,
that
you're
jaw.
Talking about gators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could stop a gator with your
No,
hand.
but like if you were to jump on, like that's why they jump on it and immediately grab like their nose or their mouth
snacks, they
because they
chomp
have
down.
all of the power closing, but they don't have the power opening. So if you could get onto
got
it,
you.
close it shut, you could ride that thing like a horse.
Hey, yo.
Yo. Right all the way down to Gator Alcatraz.
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
how I'm getting free.
Crazy. Monica, how you doing?
I'm good.
Are you
I
stopping
guess
any
I'm
sharks
enjoying
or
this.
any alligators?
No. I can safely say I will be the one who's getting gator rolled and out and dragged away, and y'all will just be like, who
Bye.
You don't get in the water though, really, right? When you go to the beach, you said you don't really go in the water.
I go in like waist-ish deep, and do what everybody else does.
So
where
that's
you're-
toes deep for the rest of you
Yeah.
people. Me and Monica,
Abs-
waist deep.
Absolutely, but I also do the thing that everybody else does, which is like my legs are like spread out
Yeah.
long. You know
Whoa.
what I mean? So you sink down and the legs
Your
are
legs
long.
are
It looks
spread
like
out,
you're
aren't
up
they?
to your neck, but you could
You're
just stand right up and walk out. Yeah.
That's what I do. So I'm not in there far by any means.
Do you
but-
remember when way back we went to the beach? You were with a room, I think, with Lori. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Lori.
Yeah.
Lori, and I got you to go in the water with your denim shorts.
Yeah. Well, I was also drunk, but I was like, I'm not going in the water. And how did you? I don't even know.
Because I was like, your hotel's right there. Who cares? Just you can go change.
Like, okay.
You can talk anybody into anything.
I went in.
Yeah.
I went in for sure. He is not wrong.
When you mentioned the shark yesterday, I thought you were talking about the dead radio station that was across the way. I thought you were
Now
talking
let's
about that.
not like.
Yeah, shots fired.
Now, here's a good thing. I know some of those are old compatriots, maybe.
Yes, they are.
But from what I understand, nobody's losing their jobs.
Yeah, because Steve Austin works on Q105 as well. So you know what I mean. And I don't know about Jeff. I feel bad for Jeff. But
What about Hoppy?
I don't know.
Poor Hoppy. Does he have a job?
I don't think he's there anymore.
Yeah, I think he's been out for a while.
I think he took that paycheck off his dead uncle and is just right off to sunset.
They took him back. They
No,
took
but
him
I think-
back
I
in
think
promotions, right?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Let's move on from him. Let's talk about Medicine Man instead.
Well, that's
Much
your
more
boy,
interesting.
from what I heard.
I know, but
Y'all are like this, you said.
Yeah.
no, I never said like this.
No, he did. He said if anytime he can
So,
call
bro,
on
we're
you,
like this, right?
you'll answer his call and talk to him for hours.
He did something recently that drove me to much disdain, but I don't.
Did you? Can I? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and you can tell me to shut up if you want. But
Shut up.
How? What is the percentage
Of what?
of the reason you took Hoppy under your wing or liked him when he was here? What percentage of that was because of Mike Calta?
So
And I know Mike Calta did the same thing. He was extremely generous and nice with Ryan Hoppy.
So Rob, who was the executive producer at the time, there was two executive producers that were in this building, Rob and then Seth. In all the years I've worked in radio, I've never worked less with two executive producers of shows. They had zero input, intake, interaction, whatever.
Oh, really?
What you say, you walk down the hallway, even if you there's people I hate in this building, I still say hi to them when I pass them in the hallway. Just because out of common courtesy and respect.
I feel like when you
Nothing.
say hi to me in the hallway now, I'm one
Oh,
of he
come on,
hates.
Monica. You know how I feel.
I
you know
know,
I love
just
you
kidding,
and stuff
I'm
like
kidding.
that. But yeah, no interaction. So he goes, yeah, I got this guy Hoppy coming in, and I'm going to recommend him. I'm like, all right, cool. And I didn't bother looking him up on social media. And so it was at a time when we started getting these recruiters who work for us, and you get people and stuff. And I would tell them, yeah, I want to interview this person, or yeah, I want to hire them. And I remember I said, and they mentioned Ryan Hoppy, and they go, what do you want to do with him? I said, yeah, let's go with him, meaning let's go with him. Let's set up an interview.
Yeah.
They took it as, let's go with him. Let's hire him.
Oh.
I never saw or interacted or anything until the week, like 2 days before he's packing up to leave to Florida.
What?
And he messages me. He goes, hey, bro, looking forward to working with you. I'm like,
Didn't even interview you.
I was like,
So wait a
so
minute.
I call HR. I'm going, we're hiring this guy? Well, you said, yeah, let's go with him. It's like, yeah, let's go with him to set up an interview.
His whole existence on this station was because of a miscommunication, whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
An office error.
Yeah. Oh, big officer.
Clerical
So-
error.
Oh, I never knew that.
Literally, he shows up in my doorway with Rob. I thought I was being punked. There's this 6'9" sloth-looking dude,
Well,
and I'm going,
He's drooling.
hey, I'm like, hey. I mean, if sight unseen, normally you have a picture in your mind of somebody.
Yeah.
That was not what I pictured.
what was he hired as? I mean, like, what was
Promo,
tech.
right? Yeah.
He flew out here for a promo job. That's crazy. When he left the room, did you immediately go to someone? Is he all there?
I was like, okay. But yeah, he worked and it was.
How,
the
did
rest
he
is
immediately?
history.
Was he immediately? I didn't work with him a lot, but apparently every time ChatGPT pulls up my name, I'm somehow associated with Ryan Hoppy or Hoppy
Hour.
One time it listed me as his board op.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Move it up in the world.
I guess so. But did he instantly say like, okay, screw promotions, I want to get in studio, or did he play the game for a bit?
No, he played the game for a bit and then eventually worked. And then obviously he's a cartoon character. Right?
Yeah.
So I got to watch what I say because I said something Saturday about Will Kuntz that hurt his feelings.
Who?
And yeah, him.
You hurt Will's feelings?
Will's
Yeah,
lucky his name's even getting mentioned. What
Exactly.
do you mean hurt
Did he
feelings?
listen? Was he listening or something and text you?
Here's what happens. If I say anything bad about somebody, it immediately, I'm sure, he said, I was listening to a replay of your show.
Oh, my
First of all, nobody's listened to a replay of the Mike O Radio show. Sorry. As much as I would love the masses to listen, it just doesn't happen.
It's not happening.
Isaiah puts it out there. So someone had to tell him, hey, Mike Olivero was talking trash about
course.
you.
Oh my God.
And I said, from what I remember, what I said was like, Senning asked me who some of the most disappointing people I ever hired are. And I said, Anna.
Nice.
Because Anna was terrible in promotions.
I love how you named her first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I said Will. And the only reason why I said Will is because I thought Will had the best. He had potential. He really did. As far as on air,
Okay.
He got in his own way.
Yeah.
he got in his own way, and the whole giant. I'm sure someone will tell him about it now, or he'll text me again because we went back and forth last night for a little bit. I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was scratching.
Oh, I thought you were one of the.
Can I ask you who
okay.
the most proud people you are of hiring?
Well, you,
John. I thought you were going to say
John Senning,
Yeah.
Scotty over at
You hired
Magic.
him too?
I hired him right on
Nice.
the cuff.
You're good at this.
Yeah.
And Hoppy doesn't count because you didn't. That was a total.
No, he
miscommunication.
counts. That was a bad. That was a bad.
It counts, but it was a mistake. It
He
was.
didn't.
Well, he stood by
Hire
it, so
him.
it counts.
Yeah, I stood by him
Yeah.
till recently.
You did. You hired me, and
Hired
so
you.
that's like 50% of the people are like, "Screw you," and 50% of the people are like, "Thank you, that was cool of you." And then you hired John Senning. Look what he's done.
Yeah,
It's true.
But you look at it. Look, all the people that throw, on those pages that throw hate at you, they're listening.
Yeah.
They're listening, and it's just like it's the whole train wreck thing. It's like everybody hates a train wreck until they drive by one. They go like, "Oh my God, slow down, look at it."
I feel like the numbers have gone way down. Like I don't feel like it's like when I first started, and I was just a shock to people's system.
So you're the reason why the ratings are going down.
It's all me.
Get back and start being a bitch again, and start programming everything.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. People when I meet and they're like, they say two things. One, and I'm going to yell at you two, I love that guy is one of the first things out of the mouth. And the other is, I love when you and JP go at it. I'm like, I hate it when JP
That's
and I
real life.
go at
Here's
it.
the thing: listeners will talk ass, but if they see you, to your face, they're gonna like butter you up and stuff. They're never gonna
Yeah.
say, "You suck on the air and I hate you."
That's happened. Definitely, that's happened.
Someone has told you that?
No,
you
someone-
suck on the air and they hate you.
No, they came up to me. This was forever ago when Pitbull Toddler was playing like on the beach. This was forever ago. And I was at the beach anyway. So I'm like, let's go see him. And so I was there and some guy came over to me. He was like, hey, are you Monica? Yes. Can I get a selfie? The whole bit, love the show, all of this. He's like, this was back when Bone Chat was a thing. That's how long ago it was.
wow. Okay.
And I'm like, I just don't go in there because they don't like me in there. So
They
y'all
don't
have
like
fun in
anyone.
there.
If you had
They
a
don't.
neck
They
beard and
really
had
don't.
eat Doritos all day, would you like anyone?
No. I would hate myself. And so he was like, oh, go in there. It's not that bad, whatever. And so on Monday I went in. Like, you know what? Let me just see and there's that guy, same guy in the chat because he told me his screen name, whatever. Met Monica on the beach. What a bitch. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, you came up to me.
so
Stephen.
great.
You wanted a selfie. Oh my God.
That is awesome.
So I have this, I wouldn't say superpower or maybe non-superpower to where I remember like everything if you say something negative about the station or people or stuff like that.
Oh.
So there's certain people. So we have two fan pages, Bone Fam and Boneheads. Bone Fam is, for the most part, complimentary, very complimentary about the show. We'll go in that chat sometimes when we have extra tickets and award them to, and Corey and I will go in there. We don't do it often, just when we have extras. Boneheads, on the other hand, they're derelicts. They are ingrates. They hate everything. They probably hate themselves. And so there's a couple people that, like, when they win on Boneheads and everything, it's like, oh, you hate the station so much, but you like winning tickets, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hamilton. But I digress. It's one of those things. It's just, look, we're not perfect. And it's like, I love ESPN, but I'm not going to like everything ESPN does. Just like people love The Bone. They're not going to love
Good
all of our
analogy.
shows, not going to love all our personalities.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm going to get trashed today for filling in for JP. So
I'm definitely going to use one of my burner accounts for that.
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that.
I do remember there was I think earlier this week or last week, someone, stuff happened with the JoJo stuff, right? Johnson and JoJo. And everyone was talking about it. And someone was like, hey, tell me what happened. I stopped listening after they got rid of Roger and JP show.
Oh my God.
So, I lost interest. And I'm like, well, stay away then.
Right.
You lost
Then you
interest.
don't get to know.
Don't
Yeah.
ask what's happening. They're like, why do you care? I go, I don't really care. You just look like a bozo.
Right.
You don't care what's happening
Right.
because of the new lineup change. Then don't care what's
You
happening.
just want to know the drama.
Yeah,
No,
stay
absolutely
out of
not.
it.
Yeah.
Stay gone, bro.
Yeah, go listen to 98.7 The Shark. They have lots of stuff for you to do over there. All of a sudden.
Aw. You know what?
I love when a station goes down. I really do.
Oh, I
just makes me
hate
feel- I
it.
do.
That's I just
You know how
feel
many
bad for the
stations
people.
I've been a part of and putting them out of their misery.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what happened? It's that 98.7. Can I tell you what happened? And this is
But you say that. How come Wild succeeded when it was at 98.7?
That is
Wild-
true.
Wild was
and
at
they saw it was
98.7.
going down. They flipped over. By the way,
No, they flipped because they needed a stronger signal.
That's what I'm saying. They were like, we ain't going nowhere on this signal.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And they went over. Otherwise, they might have gone the way of. And by the way, I was the board up who slid down the 94.1 and or the 98.7 and slid up the 94.1 with an engineer right behind me.
Oh, the transition?
Yeah,
Oh,
when it
that's
flipped.
pretty cool.
But I will say this. forever ago, years and years and years ago. I don't even know the year. 2008, 7, 10. I don't know.
When they were Play?
Yes. Okay. So here's what happened. No, I was mornings on. It was Smooth Jazz, and then it was just Smooth 98.7.
Yes.
They took the jazz out, and they started playing like Michael Bublé and stuff that wasn't really just 100% jazz. And we had a full live lineup the whole day, morning, midday, afternoon, and night. And then it just started getting like. You see the writing on the wall. You've been in radio long enough. I'm like, what's going on? And this random girl would come in middays and record a voice track in one of the studios, in one of the production studios. I'm like, something's up. And nobody would say who she was. She wouldn't talk to anybody. Fast forward to, I think it was Labor Day weekend. Next thing you know, I go into work at 6 a.m. They're like, no, you're not working. And it's Play. And it's Miguel and Holly and Steve Kramer.
Yep.
And I was like, and I didn't know them at the time or whatever, but then once I did know who they were, I'm like, y'all screwed me out of a job. No, it wasn't that.
But look at where you are now.
And then look at Play 98.7 went under.
Poured up for happy hour. Look at you thriving.
I love Miguel and Holly. I'm just saying it was a weird. That's why I don't like it, because I've been in that show up for work. By the way, it's flipped now.
Right.
Same thing with with same station, sports. When they flip that
thing has flipped a ton of times.
But the problems with that is that every time they did a format, we coincidentally, like, they put Play on after we was it right before or right after we put on Hot?
Yeah.
And at that time when we put on Hot, there was no station like it. Even so much to the so that we had FLZ on their heels and we were kicking the crap out of them. And then same thing when they put the sports station on. We have The Bone. Are you really going to put a talk station against this?
Yeah. Well, they aimed when it was sports, they were all straight out calling out the AM station. They're like, we're the FM sports station. Who wants to hear static on the AM or whatever?
You get to hear FM 95.3 right now. You can hear that outside of a friggin' closet.
Yeah.
Right. Sports talk in this market sucks because you don't have those ex-jocks as part. Like when Ian was there with Ron Diaz, it was fantastic.
They had, this was their big, when I remember Mike Pepper, you left him, giving me the call.
He's a nice guy.
Because he was the PD of the fan,
yeah.
And I was going to do sports updates in the afternoons, whatever. And then he said and then we all got together, and the lineup was Booger McFarland, who wasn't who he is now.
No,
that was
he
his
wasn't.
First media, and he straight up said, he's like, I haven't done radio before. I'm here to learn. And he was smart and took what he
Dinger.
Yeah, and we had Dinger, exactly. And then they brought in Kirk McEwen from Baltimore.
Yeah.
On his name, but that's a Baltimore name,
but
so that
not
was a little
here.
weird. Yeah, exactly. So that was a little weird. And then they brought Meredith, who used to be on 93.3.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to bring names that a couple of them were sports. I mean, a former Lightning player was pretty cool. And they brought in Todd Wright tonight. So they brought in names, but it might not have. And they tried to put them together. Rich Herrera with the Rays. They tried to put random people together.
So they were trying to take the best of all different sports teams and mash them together and hope that they work.
Yes.
And that just doesn't work.
No, it did. It clearly did not.
It doesn't. You put me and Corey together, it just doesn't work. Yeah, we do Saturdays.
Yeah, we do what we can do.
Put me and JP together, and it just doesn't work.
That's radio gold,
oil and
though.
water.
It's radio gold, some of the stuff.
Yeah, we're good. We've been good. We've been good.
Yeah.
As he says, we've turned a corner.
Yeah.
Oh. And he took off on you for 2 weeks.
He does. In his defense, and the people who remember Roger and JP this time of year, it's what they do.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like they've been with the company for over 25 years. They've got vacay.
Look, I'm mad at JP for one reason and one reason alone, is that he's not down here because JP's a guy I would hang out with.
Yeah.
Like if he lived down here, we went to Metallica together.
Yeah.
That was fun.
If he lived down here, I could see what are you doing this weekend, JP? Let's go do this. Because I really don't have that person who I can go and do things with. Like Mike's too busy. He's counting all the different things he has as 14
And a lot of times he
refrigerators.
doesn't like to do stuff, right? He's just
I mean, he does. There's times when I'm like, hey, let's go have dinner. I'm like, all right, cool. But I mean, JP, I can see all right, every weekend, what are we doing? What do we got going on?
And his kids are all grown. Because he does want to move here.
Yeah,
And
I'm
so
sure.
when his kids in college and his other kids doing his own trade work stuff or whatever, he'll have time to do stuff like
Yeah.
that. He really
So I
likes
can't wait for him to move here.
He likes John Senning.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sending's great. I mean, the lineup's fantastic. I can't wait for the Bone Summer Beach Band.
It's going to be so
Anybody else
fun.
getting excited?
Did we finalize what you and I talked about yesterday?
Well, John Brennan sent me a text after he sent that schedule out, the official schedule. He's like, we just really quick talked about it. We don't have times nailed down, so that's why you're not in the last. He's like, we'll redo it and send it out. We're just basically trying to find out if it's Saturday morning or Sunday morning. At what time?
My thought was Sunday morning because we have the brunch at 11.
Perfect.
So we need some Sunday morning to do because everyone's going to be hungover and whatever.
Yeah.
And what better way? Most of the walk of shames or slut walks happen on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, you're right.
After spending the night.
And I look at it like
Not that I have experience with it in my past or anything.
It'll be a whole a walk of shame from the whole weekend. You know what I mean? From like who's done embarrassing stuff all weekend. Come on and join me. Don't hide your head and let's go. Raise it up.
The best part about the Bone Weekend is going to be the week after when everybody's rehashing all the different stories.
I'm looking forward to Mo's 10-minute set. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
We have to take a break. I mean, is it 3 breaks in this one or 2?
Yeah, she's about to.
That's exactly what I was doing was getting my
was watching
Spotify up.
Okay.
It's like
Let's take a break because I want to talk about that and get your opinion. You're a double agent. You filmed it yesterday. What was going on?
Yes.
So I want to get your take on it.
Okay.
Because I know you're an antagonizer.
Some would say.
Most would say.
We'll talk about some of that next.
You called yourself Agent of Chaos.
I didn't call myself it.
I think, yeah.
I rolled with it.
You're AOC.
Because I'm not going to argue.
You're AOC, just a male version. It's Mike O in for JP with Monica Dizzy. Corey Cardinal, 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Raise a Big Daddy mug this summer at Hooters. Bud and Bud Light Big Daddies for just $6 or Mick Ultra for $6.50. Big beers, better deals. Only at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
If you're looking to buy jewelry in the Tampa Bay area, you know where to go, the Golden Diamond Source. Now through July 6th, get to the Golden Diamond Source for 5-year interest-free financing. This deal is so incredible that it only happens once a year. Imagine buying a $5,000 piece of jewelry or an engagement ring and paying just $83 a month? And did you know that gold is at an all-time high? If you're bringing your old jewelry, Steve and Julie will buy it and offer you the highest trade-in values of the year. It's the perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing and turn it into something that you'll never want to take off. From custom engagement rings to birthstones, tennis bracelets, and diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, Golden Diamond Source can make it happen. Whether it be a gift, an engagement ring, or get something nice for yourself. They even have Rolex watches. It's family owned and trusted for over 40 years and just minutes from anywhere in the Tampa Bay area. You can stop by Golden Diamond Source at Omerton Road in Clearwater, or you can check them out online at goldendiamondsource.com. Stop by the Jewelry Supercenter, the Golden Diamond Source, and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Mecum Auctions returns to Osceola Heritage Park, July 9th through 12th, with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rods, customs, and more. Register to bid or buy spectator tickets at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's That's 866 call MOE.
International Diamond Center's values are so compelling, it's not unusual to see people here that are not local.
Every day, we have people that drive an hour and a half, even 2 hours.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
People are willing to drive because they've heard it's not a typical jewelry store.
For example, did you know IDC has one of the largest selections of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in America? Thousands of hard-to-find Rolex watches, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, all in perfect condition.
We scour the world to find only the most pristine, super clean watches. We only carry the creme de la creme.
And like everything else at IDC, these watches are at a price that's guaranteed to give you maximum value.
We price them to win the customer, not lose a customer.
International Diamond Center for pre-owned Rolexes, exquisite rare diamonds, premium designer jewelry, and exceptional white glove service.
You're going to want to come to IDC. It's worth the drive.
International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota, and online at shopidc.com.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Yeah, shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop. We chocolate crossover.
That is the Monica playlist.
We chocolate crossover.
Might go Corey Cardinal in for JP with Monica and Dizzy. New York Post is undefeated when it comes to headlines. It says in the late breaking news, Diddy gets off. That's the headline.
Well, technically, 3 out of 2, yeah.
Or
Or 3 out of 5.
gets off. I mean, you go the freak off and all that other stuff outside the court. They're holding on Sean John shirts.
I
and
saw
stuff
that.
Like
That was.
I mean, why not? Why not? Right?
Man.
It's crazy. Count 1, racketeering, conspiracy, not guilty. Count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, not guilty. Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution, guilty. And then count 4, sex traffic by force, fraud, or coercion, not guilty. And then count 5, transportation to engage in prostitution, guilty. Like, if you go to, like, the Bunny Ranch or something like that and you're traveling to Vegas, isn't that, like, transportation to go to commit prostitution?
But it's
Illegal there, yeah.
Right. Like, if we were just going to go up to Fowler, like, that'd be a different story.
How do you know they're hanging out at Fowler?
I mean, allegedly, I hear that from time to time.
Feels weird.
I don't know.
I drive Uber. No.
Your thoughts on this? I mean,
on the Diddy stuff, as we're doing puff dates on JP show and stuff, we all kind of agreed that it's going to be hard to hit him with the racketeering and all that. So he might get hit with the small charges, but the bigger ones, it didn't seem like they were proving a case. So I'm not surprised. So I imagine whatever he's hit with, like the actual charges, the years, he's probably going to have time served. And he's probably just going to slap on the wrist and he's good to go.
It seemed like instead of them going for the case, they were just like, look how much of a big piece of S this guy is. And it wasn't actually about the case. So, at least from what I saw.
Monica, your thoughts?
In typical me fashion, all I can think about are, what if you were some sort of victim in this and you're just watching this and it's just like, this rich guy just gets to get away with what he gets away with. And, I'm feeling some type of way. That's for sure.
Yeah. Found guilty only of prostitution.
Yeah. Which there's no way you couldn't find guilty of that. Wasn't there like video of or didn't someone, like, people straight up said, like, they testified. The guy was like, yeah, he made me do this while he was
Punisher?
in the corner. Is that what they called him?
Why do they call him the Punisher?
I don't know.
Made
I don't want to
people-
know.
why.
Made
I kinda
people
wanna find out.
wince.
Is that because of like this or why?
Yeah, that's what I
Double Z,
imagine.
Punisher.
Oh no, the Punisher to me means he was like, oh, like it was
Like,
angry.
did he make that face too?
Yeah, he was like,
Gritted his teeth
oh.
and like,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Made him wince. Yeah.
Made him wince.
Yeah.
Has there ever been anything that you've seen as far as like, remember, sexual nature, even if it's on porno, that made you wince?
Dude, there's been times where I've pulled up a video and I go, I can't watch this. That is too intimidating for me. I am not. Nope. And I'll go to a different video.
No, I'm a pervert. Everything
You're a
I'm like, nice. Yeah.
You own it. That's
If anything, I finish faster.
Monica just like the.
I don't like. I've tried because what's up with stepmom?
That's a little. Yeah.
I will. I've a couple of times I've tried, and as long as they don't say in the
Right,
dialogue
right.
step whatever, then I don't need to read the headline. I'll just pretend and they're doing what they're doing, and who cares? But I hate it when they say step whatever. Shut up. That's weird. What?
Well, I'm not there for the plot, so that's fine with me.
Oh, I love a good plot. I love a plot. The bad acting.
Monica's watching is like, there's no consistent here.
Yeah.
There's
Right?
plot holes.
They left the lunch out on the counter. Like it's gonna go bad.
He was just standing on his left foot. Now he's
Yeah,
on his
he's
right
on his
foot.
right.
Come on.
Going back to like the whole stepmom thing. You guys remember American Pie was a Stifler's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. I mean, that was like pretty cool. Back then.
Yeah.
That
Not
was
cool.
everyone's dream.
Yeah. Did you ever when you were a kid?
No.
No?
No.
Not up there in Canada, eh?
No. I know someone, this is bad, his best friend started living with them.
Oh.
Because he came from bad times. He ended up hooking up with the mom, and that whole family fell apart.
No way.
Oh man, was
Up
the
there
mom
or down here?
Was the dad still in the picture? Like, was the dad still in the house
yeah,
and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Damn.
That whole family fell apart.
Damn.
Yeah, imagine you let your boy live with you. You're like, oh man, this is so cool. And then you find out he's hooking up with your mom.
Family meeting.
Yeah.
What do you do? Okay, so that is a question. Like, let's just say if you have, your mom hooked up with your friend, not, and it was in, I don't know about, that whole specific scenario, but like if your mom hooked up with one of your friends and you confirmed it, like it's fact, it's not rumor. Are you mad at your mom? Are you don't talk about it? Are you mad at your friend?
If my dad's not a bitch like Will Smith, he's gonna leave. If he's Will Smith, he's gonna
But no,
cry
there's no dad.
on
It's a
camera and
single
be
mom.
like, "We good."
It's a single mom. There's no dad. It wasn't
I
cheating.
Beat my friend's ass.
Oh,
Would you?
really?
Yeah, 100%.
You're not mad at your mom?
Why? I'm not gonna beat up my mom, so I got to take it out on my friend.
That's funny.
Is your mom hot?
What? Who answers that?
I'm just asking.
Who answers
Asking for a friend.
if their mom's hot?
If he had saw your
Do you
mom
think
with
someone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, let me tell you about my mom"?
My mom's a whore. I can say that.
it's simple yes or no.
I don't think my mom's hot.
Terrible
Oh,
son.
that's rude.
No, she's
horrible.
beautiful. She's not hot. That's weird. I don't call my mom hot. That's
How old's your
weird.
mom?
She's now I think she's in her 60s now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And where's she live?
Here.
Oh, okay. Bring her
Probably
by one
listening
day.
right
Let you
now.
know.
Bring her by one day. I'll let you know.
And you just called her ugly. Oh, no, you said she was pretty, just not
She's
hot.
beautiful.
Okay.
I'm not calling my mom hot. That's weird.
All right. So your significant other, is her mom still alive?
Yes.
Is she hot?
I won't play this game. I'm not playing this
I'm
game.
turning
Come on,
my mic off.
this game
AOC. Agent of
anymore.
Chaos.
I'm not
Come
playing
on.
this game anymore.
No. Yes, simple yes or no. Is she
I'm going
hot?
to say she's hot.
Can you admire where the
future lies?
I can't even reword it for you, man.
I'm going to say she's
Feel better
Dog,
about
you're
that.
still on camera.
yeah, she don't got YouTube.
Oh, would your girlfriend like get mad if you were like hitting on her mom?
No, I do hit on her mom.
Okay, there you go.
What if your friend that's a girl hooked up with your mom?
Friend that was a girl hooked up with your mom.
And the question I had asked is if your friend, your guy friend, hooked up with your mom's single and is totally free to do what she wants, and you said you would kick your friend's ass. What if it was
Somehow
a friend that's
it's
a girl?
worse that she's
Right?
a girl. too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, what? You just took some girl over here and you're over here scissoring in our house?
I don't
With
know.
the guy, it makes sense. But
Once
like,
again, is your
you
mom hot?
Switch teams?
She's
With
doing
a
it on your
friend?
bed that you slept in when you grew up.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's hot? That's gross. Mike, what porns do you watch, Doug?
Oh man,
That's a horrible question. I
terrible
apologize.
question. Yeah. Bone Summer Beach Bash. There was a lot of hullabaloo
Yes.
yesterday about comedy, who is and who isn't doing. Dizzy, you shot a video.
Yes.
Yesterday. What was the context of said video? And where can people still see it if they want to?
It's still on my IG, Dizzy from Air. Go check it out. Essentially, at the end of the show, obviously Drew's already in here. Mo comes in because he's going to do the show with Drew. And me and all three of us, we started being like, hey, man, looking forward to your set. And he's like, what set? I'm like, your comedy set. And he's like, I'm not doing a comedy set. I go, you're absolutely doing a comedy set. It's on the schedule. And John's like, yeah, it's on Excel. And he's like, well, I'm not doing it. And we kept messing with him like, well, you're doing it because you're on this sheet. And he stormed. Well, he didn't storm. Yeah, he stormed out. And he's like, no, I'm going to go talk to John Brennan. And we thought he was joking. So we kind of like watched and saw him walk into the office. We're like, well, we got to hear what's happening, right? And we walked out there. And as I'm watching it, John Senning goes, we got to record this. I'm like, good idea. Don't know why I didn't think of that. Probably because I'm trying to get better. And started recording it. And it was so funny to hear Mo just go from 0 to 100 on this.
I was amazed that he said, I love you at the end. He goes,
He did?
when he was like,
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
said-
doing it, whatever. He goes, I love you.
I'll do the rock trivia. I love you, John Brennan.
Yeah, I'll do the
something
rock,
like
yeah.
that.
I
So
was
what's
like,
what's
I
Mo
didn't
going to do all weekend then?
Hang out with JP.
Yeah, with his nipples out.
He's doing the rock trivia.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll be doing the Mo Rock show that he does on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay, so
then
he's
he's
working.
also he's going to be at the pool. He's going to be with Drew at the karaoke area. So he'll be around. He's just opting out of the comedy.
Which to me, listen, I will say this, and I understand what I know. In my head, he could have done it probably drunk, and it would have been over before it started because he's a natural. He wouldn't have had to like do a whole ton of prep or whatever. He could just do 10 minutes just on crowd work alone, not a problem. But he is right. Mike Calta does bust his balls a lot about not being funny. I'm not saying that's a reason to not do it. I'm saying that was fact.
Right.
Like he does. He's right there.
If I was funny and I was a comedian and I've had the longevity in the career that Mo or Johnny B had, I would do it and then roast the fact that you don't think I'm funny. Well, how about this? And then wind up roasting somebody.
Is there any part of you think that he thinks because Mike can make jokes. We all get razzed for something or the other. So Mike can make jokes all day long. But if he's never actually physically seen Mo do stand up.
But I thought he has.
I don't know. Has he? Maybe he has. Okay.
I don't want to. I thought that he had seen Mo do stand up.
I was going to say, because if not, Mo might be like, crap, now
Right.
he might see me and think I'm bad. And he just doesn't want that, extra exposure.
Maybe.
I've not seen Mo live do comedy. I obviously hear him on the air and stuff. I think he's very good on the air, and I think he's funny. He makes me chuckle and stuff.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen his act. I don't know if he's good, bad, indifferent, or
He's
whatever.
funny.
And I'm a tough laugh when it comes to comedy. It's just like it's got to be something that makes me like, But Johnny B. I've seen do comedy. Johnny did a great job, before Bert and stuff. So looking forward to it.
I think Mo is funny. I've seen him a few times, multiple times, different venues.
I'm not talking about Mo specifically with this, but it's just because you're funny doesn't mean you can do stand-up.
Right.
Absolutely.
The same way, like, just because you're
Fair.
funny doesn't mean you can come on the radio and be funny.
Right.
So,
Even
but I
more
don't think that, I
Do you
don't
think
mean
you
that
could
by
do
Mo.
comedy? Could
Mo?
you do stand-up? You.
I've done some when I was younger, and I just didn't like it. Like,
Yeah.
coming up with this whole thing and then, like, getting up there and, like, remembering the order of, like, okay, I want to lead into this and then get to this. And from that, like, I didn't like that. It was weird for me. I don't think I could do, like, Johnny and all of them, but if they asked me to do, can you do 5 minutes? I could probably do 5 minutes if I had
I don't think
time.
All right, you hear Dizzy's doing 5 minutes
Yeah,
Friday night.
picking
I'll
up
do
Mo's
5.
slack.
Yeah, Everett will do the other 5. And then
Or-
10 minutes.
How about we put you on the schedule, and then you go into John Brennan and start saying, no, I'm not going to do it, and someone records you, and we have a whole new round of bone drama.
But who's going to record if I'm not?
John Senning.
Oh.
I like how John Senning told you to record it. Why didn't John just record it himself?
Because he didn't want to get that far.
His name on the show.
Because John Senning's the nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, put it on Dizzy.
Hey, look, to each his own. I think coming up, we got, 2 weeks from this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be here before we know it. It's going to be over before we know it, too. It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't understand, and the funniest part of this whole thing was in the meeting that we had, when we had the full staff meeting.
Except for me and Gareth.
Right,
You were on
because you
the
two
air,
were on
right.
air.
Check.
And while we were in there, we were talking about what we wanted to do and kind of threw some ideas out. And I remember at one point, Mo jumped in there and was like, I don't see my name down there. Put me down for anything. Use me. Just put me wherever. And at that point, we were like, okay, well, Mo and Johnny B both do comedy. We'll have them do one night or the other. And so it went from put me down to whatever, except for that.
No,
I'm not doing this.
I didn't realize that was a thing. Then that negates that. Now it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Each his own.
But he doesn't have to. And I think I wasn't in that meeting, but from everything that I've been told is it's not like strict. It's not like you must do this, Monica. You must be here. And I was told, hey, what do you want to do?
Right.
Pick a time. Pick a what. Like it was very. So I don't know why he got all weird about it when it was.
I got a text from Mo. He said that's hack stuff.
Right.
Hack
Talking about
stuff.
not doing comedy at comedy shows. Yeah. But I still do kind of understand of the whole. You open up an email and go, wait, I'm doing what? And nobody actually officially says something beforehand.
A la the morning girl. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
I understand.
yeah,
I
right.
understand. I can completely understand that. Why didn't you ask me? Why are you? But at the same time, if he said use me,
right?
That's
so.
why I'm confused. Carmen didn't say that. He's in the meeting saying, use me wherever you want, and then when they do, I didn't know that part.
In my opinion, we should have had the meeting of what we want to do before we ever launched this.
Yes,
Yeah.
This way, everybody was on the same page.
Yes.
But I mean-
And that, but details.
Hindsight. That bitch is 2020.
Whatever.
I mean,
Join
to
me on my walk of shame.
Just like when we did the Bone 10. We didn't have a meeting on that until like the week before. It's like, hey, have the meeting first, then go into it. Then this way, everybody's on the same page. They buy into it. They come up with great ideas. Maybe there's some collabs or whatever.
All right.
I think I
What
just
do I
have
know?
no life. Like I'm just like, wait, I get a free room at the beach, and I get to have fun at the pool party, and there's gonna be drinks. Like
you're gonna do a walk of shame.
I'm gonna do a walk. Like all of this is. I see no down. And then I also feel some sort of obligation of like, well, what do I have to do? Because I can't just show up and just not do anything.
Yeah. So the part of it, if you take, and I'm not saying you, but if everyone takes like a step back and take the ego, it's for the listeners.
Yeah.
They're either paying for a room or paying to be there, to be buying drinks. There may be people buying you drinks. There's going to be people wanting
Yeah.
selfies. It's going to go on social media. It's all for the listener.
I'm just happy Corey's going to be there.
Yeah.
Corey's there. I feel calm. I feel like it's going to be okay.
Yep.
Like beside
He's my
from
drinking buddy.
the show and putting everything together, we don't have anything to do. So I go to Corey yesterday. He's like, we have this promo kid, Alex, who's an athlete. He's a trainer and stuff. I said,
Is he
what?
cute? How old is he? What?
Alex actually is a good looking
Yeah,
guy.
he's a good
To me,
looking
he
kid.
looks like Gladiator in the last movie.
Shall I make out with him?
Maybe.
Wait, he's a promo guy, you saying?
Promo guy. Cool guy. He wants to be. Actually, we were going to train him to phone screen one day.
Yeah, next Monday,
Next
Tuesday.
week, yeah.
We need a bench there bad.
Yeah, so Alex is into it. He does a podcast called Pineapple Radio, even though he's
Oh,
not
the
in the
swingers?
threesomes. Yeah.
Oh.
Or
No,
switching or-
he even admitted he was like, I didn't know the whole pineapple was associated with that. He's like, I just love pineapples, and then at one point he was just like, oh, well, I'm just gonna lean into it, and it's still Pineapple Radio. So he's a good kid though.
So my idea was to put a bunch of tickets taped to him and give him like a 15-yard head start, and then do a ticket dash. Whoever catches up to it, tackles him, gets the tickets
get his
off him.
ass kicked.
It's gonna be great. Yeah,
That'd be great. Put a bunch of tickets to
Won't
it.
be
People
us.
love tickets, right?
Yeah.
Ticket dash.
It's gonna be great.
We do that.
Poor Alex.
We got ideas.
Is he new? Because if he's new, this is kind of like an initiation.
He's new-ish.
6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
yeah,
new.
he
Yeah,
needs
he's
to.
new.
Yeah, he needs to get a
Yeah, we need some promo people.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
we
gang.
really
He's
do,
getting
yeah.
beat in.
Yeah.
I had older promo people hit me up and ask if we were looking for people.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Do you remember
That-
Jordan?
Jordan.
He used to work for Tyson's team.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, he's looking.
Is he cute?
I'm
Who's
hitting
cute?
you.
And who's going to be there?
Golly.
We got we
You're
just
all
got this
horned
new
up
guy,
over here.
Jeff. He's a Uber driver. He's working for us. He also failed the fishing test, but still. Are we allowed to say it? Oh.
Did he really?
Already, we just had a meeting about it too.
How do you fail the fishing test? Because it's
How many questions are there?
Not him specifically.
it's like the most
What?
obvious answer that you have to pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or just don't click anything, man.
or like I said, if it comes from me, text me. I went to John Brennan one day. He sounded like, "Is this?" He's like, "You sent me an email." He's like, "No." I was like, "All right, fishing."
It's so weird because they'll have like the answers will be like, forward this email to someone, open it on your browser, go contact someone in because it seems fake. Like, you
It's
know what I
okay
mean?
to grab a woman's butt, or
Whoa.
Yeah.
don't ever grab. Like it's
Yeah.
to me, it's yeah.
Well,
Back in the '80s, that was standard operating procedure in office. Now
I would say
can't do that anymore.
situationally. Yeah, it depends.
You'll wind up like Diddy.
Come on over here.
Asterisk. Is it Monica's?
Put the ass in the asterisk.
Might go in for JP with Corey, Dizzy, and Monica. We'll be back after this.
There's a purpose, there's a carefree.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Summer is here, and it's time to take that weekend getaway to Vegas, or maybe book that Alaskan cruise. but maybe inflation has kicked you right in the wallet. Well, leave it to Mike Calta to cancel his new order of 14 refrigerators just to give you the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Listen for the keyword every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get it and enter it in the free 1025 The Bone app, and you could win $1,000. That's $1,000 that you can use towards a beach vacation, or to buy your own refrigerator, or to just buy a bunch of beer, stay home, and drink them. You know, like a staycation. It's the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday from 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Galaxy Fireworks Superstore announces their annual 4th of July sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get two free. Buy one, get three free on select items. Every time you buy, you get something free. The number for fireworks is 234 bang. Galaxy Fireworks will match or beat any competitor's catalogs on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Florida Avenue. Go to GalaxyFireworks.com to find a location near you. Shop early to avoid the crowds. Galaxy Fireworks, out of this world. If you're thinking about selling your home, what is keeping you up at night worried? Will I sell it on time? Will I leave money on the table? What if I can't find a home after I sell my home? Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty has the solutions for all of those worries. Leave the worry to Jeff. Google Team Borum or go online to jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
Celebrate red, white, and big savings now through Monday at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 36 monthly, 10K miles a year, $39.99. Do it. Signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
For 4th of July savings that are red, white, and huge, shop Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This weekend only, you pay what we pay with employee pricing for all during the 4th of July sales event. Get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days. Plus, scan the QR code to enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. All during the 4th of July sales event. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry-owned. Tampa is on country. Online at jerryowned.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family owned and operated. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
Every Wednesday night from 8 to 10, it's the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Brought to you by Single Log Group. Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. And now, back to JP.
Welcome back. JP show. Dizzy and Corey have no idea what this song is, Monica.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, my God. Are you kidding?
No idea.
Who sings this?
Is this from Ninja Turtles?
Are you
Actually,
joking?
I know it's not from Ninja Turtles because I know the whole soundtrack to that.
What year were you born, Diz?
88.
This came out
79.
probably the year before you were born.
Yeah, 87, 86.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys suck. I didn't mean to turn you on.
No.
No.
Not off the top. Who is this?
Robert Palmer.
No, never heard the
Bad
song.
Case
I like the
of
drink,
You.
though.
Yeah.
Lead singer for the Power Station.
Definitely 80s.
It's an Arnold Palmer weirdo.
Thank you.
Yeah. He did the Simply Irresistible. He did the video with all the hot girls.
That one I know. This one I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not
Thank
a fan.
you for being old with me, Mike.
There you go.
Well, I made a sharper image joke a couple weeks ago, and you called me old. You called me out for being old.
Yeah, because I don't think those exist anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I think online they do.
Yeah. Maybe.
No. I think it's like Radio Shack. That thing's gone.
To be honest, I really think that I feel like Radio Shack would have an actual comeback because, like, you're looking for a chord. Like, how many people are out there looking for chords and all that? Like,
yeah, just go to Amazon.
Right. But also, like, what if you're on Amazon and you go, damn, I don't know if this chord will actually work. And, like, you get it and you're like, or you can just walk into a Radio Shack and be like, I need to go from this to this. And they're like, yeah, we got you. And they give you 5 chords and they're like, all the nerds like have all the chords in their garage anyway.
They were Genius Bar before Genius Bar was a thing.
I
They knew
wish
what they were doing.
if I could resurrect a store, I would resurrect Radio Shack.
Everyone who worked in a Radio Shack were like the smartest people in the room.
They really were.
Yeah. They knew everything and how to make everything work.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, back when like DVDs weren't a thing. You know what I mean?
But now, like let's say you have old VHS videos from like your childhood or whatever, and you want to get them digitally restored and put them all or whatever. You are going to have to go out to Amazon and buy all this equipment and stuff, and you're going to have to put it together and make sure it works. Or you can just walk in and be like, "Hey, I need to get it from here to here," and they go,
Also,
"Yeah, this is what you do."
Corey shrills for
Dude,
Radio Shack.
I'm with you.
I'm a nerd when it comes to that type of technology.
but also
I've never seen him this passionate on air.
Yeah, he's very. There's a
until
couple
Radio
things he's
Shack.
passionate about. Dirt rock and that stuff.
Yes.
But you bring up a good point. Who knows how to put VHS to digital?
Not me.
My grandpa knows how to do
I have that thing when I was on Johnny Carson. I know that's something way before you guys were born. But I was on Johnny Carson show, and I have it on VHS. I need to get it digitized.
Oh, I could do that for you.
Can you?
Really?
Yeah, you give me the tape, I can get a hand.
Yeah,
it won't be
I mean,
me doing it.
I don't know if I trust you with that.
Either
I'll
that,
tell you
something.
or you could just play it and then just record it on the TV.
Then
That's
don't even have
digitized
VHS.
right there.
Weird.
My grandpa has all these old home videos of us that he had that's on VHS, and he converted them all to DVDs, and then also like MPEG, whatever they're called, MPEGs. Is that it?
JPEG.
MP4
and MP4s.
MP4s,
Yeah.
yes. So
What is the next thing you think? Because we went through the reel to
We're
real
done.
film.
There shouldn't be any
it's
more.
streaming. It's all just digital. There's
Straight
gonna
to
be
your
something
brain.
else.
Yeah, no, straight in the-
exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
In the air, no screen. Like you just like in Back to the Future 2, where it's just floating in front.
like a
But it's
hologram
still
almost.
Yeah.
You're gonna have you'll have glasses that will just project whatever, and it's all gonna be straight. There's nothing else next unless they're gonna go live the nostalgia and get this physical copy. Like they can go backwards, but there's no forward from here.
It's like Minority Report when he's walking through like the mall and the things are scanning its eyes, and it's like, hey, look at this. Check out this dress.
What movie is it to where they're like, there's ads that pop up I don't remember what movie it is, but it's like
it's
a futuristic
Instagram.
thing where like you're walking down the road or whatever, and all these ads are popping up. I think it might be a Black Mirror thing, and like they do something to like the chip that's inside you, and they shut off all the ads, so you can actually see the work. Yeah, it is crazy.
Why do I want that?
Right?
I mean, I feel like
The future's here, bro.
That's the one thing I think about. Like, you see the outdoor, the billboards, and they switch over every 8, 12 seconds or whatever. How do they not able to pick up the data off your phone and give you ads that are specific towards you, just like Instagram does?
They can and they do.
Not the billboards.
Not the billboards on the road, because that I feel like would be way too difficult or cumbersome. But like if you're walking through the mall and those projector whatever,
That they do,
like it'll pick you up and it'll throw an ad directly to you. They have screens now to where they can have multiple sections. So if all of us are walking, it'll give you an ad to where only you can see it. It'll give Monica an ad to where only she can see it. And it's directed that way too.
I guarantee you today, before I go to bed, there will be an ad for something similar to Radio Shack because we talked about it.
All right, let's do it. Let me know where it's
I'm
located.
okay with that. Now, if I were looking for something, I don't have to go searching and look. It's all going to hear us talk about what we might need, and then it's right there.
Isn't it cool when you go watch like an old 90s film or show that's like, oh, this is what the future is going to be like, and it has stuff like FaceTime. You're like, yeah, that exists now. You guys nailed that one.
Yeah.
Flying cars, maybe not, but yeah.
Yeah, but we got self-driving cars.
Everybody talking like this on their phone, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we now, ever since the pandemic, obviously going into Teams. Before that, nobody was using really Teams or FaceTime, and now that's saves you a ton of time going. Like, have a meeting this afternoon. It's like, I so wish it was in Teams. I have to go all the way to Ybor for.
Yeah, sucks to be. What is it? Skype? Like that thing had a 25-year run, and then Teams came through, or Zoom came through, and they're like, psych.
Zoom is even like outdated compared to Teams
because they bought everything.
Yeah. Buy it all up. Yep. And then Microsoft is laying off 9,000.
I saw that today.
Saw that.
Yeah. God. What are 9,000 people? That's like a half of a basketball arena.
Yeah.
9,000. Half Emily Arena, 9,000 people.
Man, you're just without a job.
Yeah, that's sad.
Well, go open a Radio Shack. I'm sure those nerds that have all the cords in their closet, they could.
But can you call it? You have to call it Schmedio Flack or something, or can you?
You can buy the name.
Yeah, they don't own the name rights anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know that I saw this online last week? Google let its domain expire like 8 years ago, and this guy bought it and sold it back to him for like $20 million.
Yeah, held him at ransom for it. Yeah,
smart.
It is smart. As soon as you know, like if a company's flipping or if something like that, and you can swoop in and steal their domain name. Yeah. You hold them for ransom.
You just went to like GoDaddy.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they
Google.
did. That's what they did. Yeah.
Stuff.
So, because I read that story too, where the guy was like, he would just do that. He would go to all these brands and just do. And at one point, he was like, "Wait, Google's available? Like, what the hell?" And scooped it up. Yeah,
that's somebody asleep at the wheel.
Right.
Yeah. What would you do with that, Monica?
Yeah.
It's almost football season. The end of this month, there will be exhibition football.
I'm saying
we're in July, the second half of the year.
Finally, and I still have a little bit of the remnants of the UFL whole championship and all of that.
Get into that.
Oh, you have to because it's football.
Yeah, it's not real.
So now I just need that little bit of space in between, and now and go Rays, and then
watch reruns.
I can't even do that with Bills games.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
You can't watch something you've seen already.
Not sports live, like not sports wise. I already know the outcome. This is
true. I agree with you 100% on that because it's just like I know what happens. Unless there's something like a great but even still, just fast forward to the highlights. You can watch it all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Are you excited for this football season?
I mean, I am. I get to see my Buffalo Bills here in Tampa for preseason. The Bucs are playing the Bills for a preseason game, which is really cool. And honestly, I'm excited to see what the Bucs do. I mean, they're just in this weird spot where nobody's like, okay, they're going to Super Bowl. They've got everything they need. There are great bright spots, but what's that going to look like once they're on the field?
It's so weird because in 2020, when we were in the pandemic, you had the Bucs, winning the Super Bowl, having Brady here. I know you hate Tom Brady, but still great for the area. You had the Lightning winning Stanley Cups, the Rays going to World Series. And now you look at it 5 years later, and it's just, which really isn't a long time, 5 years.
Can we just say,
sports realm, and you're just going like, the Bucs could be in the championship game. Excuse me.
But see, and that's the thing. That's why I want to know what is going to happen. Like, is it possible for them to really get it together? Yeah. There's nothing that says they're absolutely guaranteed playoffs. The division they're in. They're kind of a little bit fortunate right now, but they have to capitalize on that. And I don't know. I have no idea what to expect out of the Bucs at all.
It's just like right now, you're like in that no man's land for like sports. Like the Rays are starting to do good.
And I'll watch them.
But just like now there's talk that if they make it to the playoffs or go to the ALCS or the World Series, they're going to play somewhere else. Where's that somewhere else?
Didn't they just get knocked out of the wild card? Like, are there like, they were like a game and a half. I know, they were like a game and I'm saying where they are, but then didn't they lose like 26 or something to
22-8.
Whatever. What do you
lose 1-0 or 22-8 baseball? It's all the same.
But it's the concept that they let that many runs go.
Yeah,
like,
you let 22 out.
but you can't expect to win if you're going to let
But they've won games 15-1 this year. It's like it's all the same.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's I don't know what they're doing, and I feel bad for them the way they're playing. It's got to be weird. But I mean, I don't know if I have a lot of faith.
They start playing in a minute today, 12 o'clock game against the A's. You know, that's going to be like 99 degrees and humid and smuggy and
raining soon.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It
It makes you miss the Trop. After being outside, I haven't been to a Rays game yet over at Steinbrenner, but it makes you miss the Trop. You could say all the crap you want about the Trop, but at least it was AC, man.
How long does the baseball season go for?
162 games.
When's it end? When is a normal
it's like
season
ice cream
over?
eating season.
Yeah.
It starts in late March and goes all the way till October.
All right, I'll go to an October game.
Well, October's playoffs.
All right, I'll go to a September game.
Okay.
I'm not going in July,
I think
August.
it's part of it, though. I've been to like other baseball, fields where they're outside. And listen, it's sweaty, it's hot,
Right.
But to me, that's baseball. It shouldn't be like for when it's weird to me going to a Bucks game and sweat my ass off. It's football. I'm supposed to be freezing. Like baseball is sweating.
are social games. Like you go to a football game, a hockey game, you're not really talking that much. Baseball, the idea is you drink and you talk with your friends and you hear a ding and you look and you watch the play and you go, okay, so as I was saying, and you know what I mean? You get back to your conversation.
Maybe that's it, because I've never, I tell Mike this all the time. Like, I have given an honest try for baseball.
Okay.
I took my son to opening day. Like, we were there. They hadn't even thrown first pitch yet. And he's like, bro, can we leave? Like, this is boring.
Yeah.
Like, it is, I have given it an honest try. I've gone over and over and over, and I can't.
Not for
I just
everybody.
can't
You
get
know
past
why?
it.
It's not my favorite either, but
You went to hockey game first.
yeah.
I mean,
after seeing
no, not even, because I went the very first sporting event that I went to was probably a baseball game when I was younger. It was I went and saw the Devil Rays play, and then I saw the Bucks play later. I didn't see a hockey game until I was like way past high
As
school.
a kid, the only thing you like about baseball games is, I could probably catch a ball. You know what I mean?
Like even playing it, I remember being out in the outfield going, "This is god awful boring." Like unless I'm hitting a ball, what else am I doing? Standing
I think
around?
you have to have a stake in it. In other words, like
Maybe.
if baseball in general, it's moved slow. They've done some things in recent years to try and speed that up, which I think is kind of cool. But overall, it's just slower than the other sports. We can all agree on that. However, if you have like a dog in the fight, if you have a player, or if you are just like excited about the Rays themselves, like there are people about the Rays like I am about the Bills, and then you're gonna, no matter how boring it is or how many games there are, you're gonna be like, go Rays nonstop.
Yeah, and
If you don't have that, then
they have done stuff to speed it up. And even when we went to the game it was me, you, and Kevin, and I think Eakin joined us out there as well. Like I remember even going, wow, this is actually faster, but it was still, it's like hockey it is nonstop action. It is nonstop movement. It is crazy. And I think I've mentioned this before. I think it's the ADHD. Like I can't watch anything slow. Otherwise I'm like, what the hell else can I do?
I haven't been to a baseball game yet at Steinbrenner. I'd like to go. I just don't know when I have the time to. But hockey, it's like if I don't go, I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
And same thing with football last year. I went to all the Bucks games last year, and those were cool. And it was great that I got to sit inside AC in the press box for that. But it's just like baseball.
I'm definitely doing my best to get to more Bucks games this year.
Yeah, I think
we're out there anyway for the tailgates.
Yeah. Should be a good schedule this year. Most of the games are at 1. They got that one game against Atlanta on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
So football's fun. Are you more now? Like, I know you're a diehard Bills, but do you gamble at all? Do you do the Hard Rock bet?
No, that would
football?
stress me out so bad. Like, I just want to win. I can't imagine also having the possibility of losing money. Oh my God.
What if, and I don't know if there's like a minimum, but what if, like, let's say you just put, that's what I was going to say, put in $5 or $10 or whatever, and you just do $1 and you're like, oh, I know that they're going to get this, or I know that they're whatever.
Josh
and just
Allen's
do
gonna,
$1.
Josh Allen's going to rush it. They have
No,
is he going to rush for more than 50 yards? Yes or no?
Not betting for or against the Bills. First of all, if I ever did bet on football, it's never going to be anything to do with the Bills.
Okay. But that, like, even if you were going through, like, let's say you were scrolling through and it did say, like, oh, they're going to get, 2 touchdowns or whatever, and they're going against the worst team, and you're like, this is 1,000% going to happen.
Because you want to know what? Then I bet yes they will,
And
and then they
doesn't?
don't, and I'm the jinx, and they have a loss, and it's my fault. No,
There is no locks in gambling.
No,
I feel
definitely not.
Like, people always say, like, yeah, that's going to happen. It never does.
That
you know
is
what I mean?
very, very true.
Those are what my parlays get ruined by the most.
True.
It's the ones you're like, oh, that's a lock. Why would they lose to this team?
My table tennis game has been off lately.
Yeah, table tennis.
You, sir, have a problem.
Yeah, that I'll agree with that.
I've said it before. When I realized I had
That's
a
where you can
problem,
make money.
it was 2:30 in the morning, and I was laying there in bed, and I was watching the table tennis match.
crazy.
And I just looked and I go, "What the hell am I doing?"
Good for you for recognizing.
But I won.
tennis
Plays
No, but you
24
kept
hours a
betting.
day.
Yeah, no, I won, and then I lost everything. So, no bueno.
What is your life?
Oh, it's not good.
We used to have this guy that before betting was legal, he was like, "Oh, these are locks, and all his locks didn't come through. I said, "You're dreadlocks. That's your name.
Ew,
You're now dreadlocks." Mike Go, Corey Cardinal, Monica Dizzy, and for JP. Be back on the other side of this.
Make it all come true. Well, I'm telling you that I don't know if I know what to do.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
I have tested different methods.
Right.
And the one that works the best is it just makes the bathroom a mess.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Get to Cherry Home Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Friday, July 4th and Saturday, July 5th for their special employee pricing. Free Yeti coolers for any Ram purchase. Win tickets to Busch Gardens and more. All at Cherry Home Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram down the road from Ray J this Friday and Saturday.
When it really matters, choose Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Our huge 4th of July celebration is on at every Crown Automotive dealership with star-spangled savings on the new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV you need. We're loaded with inventory, but these very special Independence Day offers are good through July 4th only. That means you only have 3 days left to save like never before. Hurry to our huge 4th of July sale and let freedom at the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice. The better way to buy and service.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, cruise through a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're gonna love it. Thirsty First.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready where you always wanted it to be. From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Visit watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Properties. Your vision is their mission. Hit them up today and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement,
Now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Mike O, Corey Cardinal in for JP with Monica Dizzy missing in action. Give us a call, 800-771-1025. You know the great thing about summer, Monica?
What? I love summer.
Is that you shouldn't see any more, teachers and students hooking up.
Oh, no.
I mean,
I don't know
that season's over. Except for this one right here.
Should we? Is there a season?
I don't know. I would imagine it's only during school year, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's this story about this prep school teacher, 26, charged with having sex with students 16 after telling coworker about the sick affair. Why would you, if you're doing something as a female teacher why would you tell anybody?
I don't know.
It always gets out. It never is just like, quiet.
Okay, so this is the confusing part to me. You're right, 100%. Why are you telling anybody? That's weird. But the person she told, how do you, so now you just told me that. Do I go, what do I do? Do I go to the cops? You
have a moral obligation. If she's telling you, you have a moral obligation. If Corey told me that he was hooking up with a minor.
Yeah.
I would be like, good for you, bro. It'd be like, we probably shouldn't talk any further about this, and I'd probably have to turn him in.
Do you tell him you're turning him in, or do you just go secretly?
I would expect I would expect to be turned in immediately. Like if at that point you're going in, you're telling somebody like that, that's a cry for help.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to get caught.
Right. It's not like she probably. Do you really think that she went and she was bragging about it? Or was it like,
if you're banging a 16-year-old, I don't trust.
All right, but hold on. So and here's the part I'll say. Now, look, 150% wrong for a male teacher to hook up with a female. When I was in high school, I had
don't like where this is going.
Male-female teacher hook up with this girl that was in my class. That was all over the place. Back then, they did nothing about it. But now, she's 26, he's 16. In 5 years, he's going to be 21. She's going to be 31. It's okay then?
Yes, because you have life experience, and there's this thing called a minor. Like, once you're not a minor, you can do whatever you want.
Right. So 16 years old is a junior in high school, thereabouts.
Yeah.
You look at how many guys who are juniors in high school who are being recruited by college basketball teams, football teams.
That's not sex.
No, it's not. But we think of 16, we think of a pimply faced kid. This kid could have been like 6'3", 230 outside linebacker getting recruited and have a body chiseled out of granite.
The way that I look at it,
Yeah.
I know what my son looks like at 16.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what Mike's son looked like at 16? Like everybody was saying, like he full beard, like he looked like a grown man.
Yeah. But he's still, and you're right. And so, if for whatever reason I'm like, I'm a teacher and I see, Mike's son, and for whatever reason I'm weird and I go and I want to feel like I want to, hit him or whatever, then the second, like, you can look however you want, the emotional, like the mentality and the emotional, there's nothing. JP says it all the time. He's like, older guys want hot younger girls. He's like, but then I would have to talk to her. And what does she have to say?
Nothing.
And that's what the same thing would be for a boy. To me, even worse. Girls mature faster than boys do. A 16-year-old boy, what would you even
Do you think
say?
it's like some sort of like nurturing thing, like with the girl?
Like a mommy
type thing?
thing?
Yeah. Not necessarily like you were talking before of the step whatever, but like, oh, I gotta, I don't know. See, I have no idea. Like it's so.
It's so foreign to me. There's something wrong. Something's not. There's something missing in someone's brain where you might be attracted because, like you said, Mike Helter's son looks like a grown-ass man. Looked like a grown-ass man when he was 16 or whatever. There might be an attraction there, but then there's something in my head that says, oh, but it doesn't matter. He's cute, but like, okay. So, for instance, we used to joke around all the time about Brett's son. Okay,
right? Yeah,
and we would, and clearly that was joking. He's a cute kid. We had the same palates and whatever. And I would joke, okay, I'm gonna be his wife in the future or whatever. But we're joking.
Right.
Like there's something in my head that says, okay, that's funny, but then
Or
we're
were
stopping
you?
here. This 26-year-old teacher.
And
is
also, that's a
thinking
double
it.
standard in a sense, because like it's okay for you to joke like that, but if I suddenly started making those jokes to JoJo about Everly,
God. Yeah.
creepy.
Well, Everly's a little bit younger
She's
than
7.
Well, I'm just saying she was older. Whatever, she was the same age.
Right.
Still creepy.
Well, I forget
Yeah.
what radio station. It was a morning show. They used to have the Olsen twins. They had the countdown clock until they turned
Yeah.
18.
They all like all.
That's morbid. I'm sorry.
Was that the first one? Because that's the first one that I remember.
That's the one that I remember. I don't recall
and
anything
then there were
else.
other ones like Miley Cyrus, and like there were other
Lindsay
ones
Lohan,
after
there was
that.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lindsay.
there was-
But
The Catch Me Outside girl, remember that? As soon as she turned 18,
Yeah, but she's
she
a
went on.
millionaire now.
She went on OnlyFans, and everyone's like,
she hoed it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hoed it out.
Dude, she did, man.
Good for her though.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's crazy. But 26, 16, I always say, like, my son, who's, he's 21 now, I can imagine, like, a teacher or something like that. Would I be upset with it? I don't know. I
don't think?
I was never in that situation. So I couldn't tell you, but I would imagine that, yeah, I probably would, because morally it's wrong. And so obviously, mature-wise, he doesn't have the smarts or the maturity to, like, handle something like that. What if that devastates the kid? What if it ruins him?
This is what I'm saying. What if he
What
has?
do you mean ruins him?
He's sexually inadequate
Well,
his whole life, or he has sexual whatever problems or issues because of that.
You never know.
I think if at
No, see-
16, if I found out, like if people found out and I told people that, they would throw a parade for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think I would be like, everyone would be like, oh my God, let's check on him.
Yeah.
Is he okay? Everyone would be like, that kid's the coolest kid ever.
We used to have parent-teacher conferences where I was married to my son's mom, and my stepson, Maddie, was always in trouble at school. I mean, he was one of those kids that Maddie, to this day, I still say he could have had, like, Division I scholarship offers for football and basketball, but he had no interest.
Yeah.
So there was this one teacher, Miss Desiante. She was a 15 on a scale of 10. She was a smoke show. I used to beg for parent-teacher conferences with her. See, that would be cool if, like, the parents want to hook up with the parents, with the teacher. That'd be cool.
Would you being Mrs. Testiotti or whatever?
Yeah.
I was going to say for your son to get a higher grade, but apparently you would just do it anyway.
For anything.
All right.
Even if she was like, listen, if we do this, he's getting an F in this class. I go, that's fine. You're getting the D. Like, I don't, that's
Exactly.
It's going. It is happening.
She was a smoke show.
You're about to get an F right now, bitch.
Get a load of D.
Hey-oh.
We have Dead Guy coming up, right?
I mean, if you guys insist on
You're
this.
telling us
The both
not to
of
do
them.
it.
I
Diz,
just
what do you say?
I don't like it when we do it with JP. So
Why?
with a substitute JP, I'm like, hell no.
I'm sure nothing's going to go wrong with this.
Yeah. Oh man, who's doing it? Corey?
No.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You even worse. No,
Why? Because I lose a sporkle when you do it?
No, I think
You tilt the game.
I do not. But I think I'm better with you doing it than Corey.
Why?
Corey
Why?
picks terrible dead guys.
I mean, you are right.
Yeah.
Because I usually do it like an hour before the show. I go, oh, crap, that's right.
And his hint will be like, he used to go by a name. Now it's more of a symbol. And he likes the color purple. Okay, call in now. And then,
All right. So we start giving out the hints now,
If
right?
you want to.
And those aren't the hints, by the way. Those were not the hints.
Are we actually playing?
Yeah, we're playing.
That's all him. Listen,
800-771-1025. Get online for Dead Guy. It is a guy.
What the hell is this?
Who are you?
Yeah.
This is the full song, though. I don't have
Oh,
it.
okay.
Bow, bow, bow.
It is a male.
It's a non-swear version.
He is known in the sports world, or was known in the sports
Okay.
world. Do I get on another
I'm
one?
not taking nerd notes, so
Okay.
that's just the way it is. A male known for the sports world. Is it one of the big four?
Yes, it is one of the big four.
Oh, I get it.
Ding.
Okay, well, you didn't
I didn't what?
you didn't answer this thing yet, so I'm just going to ask it. Was he white?
Yes.
Okay, go figure.
Big four white.
What does that mean?
Your show today.
I feel like racial tension going on here.
No, I'm good.
AOC over there, Agent of Chaos.
Was he in a Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay.
Is that a for sure no? Because you look like you didn't really know.
Is that one of mine?
You didn't look at anything on the computer that would tell you. You're just like, I
No,
don't
he's
think
not.
so.
He is not in the Hall of Fame. At least not. He might be in one Hall of Fame, but not in the. He's not in the major sport Hall of Fame.
Okay.
But even if he was in a college Hall of Fame, is he in a? Is he in he? Whatever.
Let me get back to you on that one.
See, thank you. 3
Wait,
against
next.
1 here.
All right. We're going to do it anyways. I don't care what
It's
you guys
already
say.
going so
we got
well.
tickets.
Might
We
as
got
well.
stick figure tickets for the show tomorrow night.
Oh, that's
We got
cool.
Monster Jam tickets. Some Counting Crows tickets. We got your tickets. Mike O, Corey in for JP with Monica and Dizzy on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
At Braden Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
The pouch that's sweeping the nation. John Setting here for Tiza Energy. If you've been sleeping under a rock, you might not know about the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum. If you're trying to stop vaping, dipping, smoking, you got a jaw full of chaw all the time, leave it in the past and go with Tiza. This pouch is filled with tea-cut herbs, vitamins, minerals, and caffeine that are going to have you focused and alert all day. I love popping in a bangin' black cherry right before the show. It gives me that focused energy I'm really craving. You can stock up at TizaEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store and check out the store locator. Tiza now available in Walmarts across the state, as well as 7-Elevens, Liquor Depot locations, and much more. You can even stock up on Amazon. Subscribe and save so you got a box of Tiza at your door every single week. Tiza Energy, why spit when you can swallow?
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. People often ask me why our mattresses last so long. The answer is simple. We build them right. Not only are OMF mattresses durable, they give you peace of mind from day one. When you invest in a mattress from OMF, you're investing in better sleep tonight and smart savings for years to come. No more frequent replacements, no more wasted time shopping. To learn more about the true value of durability, visit originalmattress.com and read our latest blog on getting the most from your mattress investment.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Summer tastes better at Hooters. Buffalo shrimp, tacos, Big Daddy beer mugs, and ice cold buckets. All at special prices all season long. Make your next move to Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
Celebrate red, white, and big savings now through Monday at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24 months lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Blast your 4th of July with Galaxy Fireworks on the corner of MLK and Florida Avenue. The number for fireworks is 234 BANG. Go to GalaxyFireworks.com to find a location near you. Shop early to avoid the crowds. Galaxy Fireworks, out of this world.
Register to bid at Meckham.com for the return of Meckham's Florida Summer Special at Osceola Heritage Park, July 9th through the 12th, with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rods, customs, and more. That's Meckham.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Perfect song for this show. 1025 The Bone. Micah, Corey Cardinal in for JP with Monica and Dizzy. Ready for Dead Guy in the Envelope? I get blank stares.
It makes one of us.
Sorry.
There we go.
You're not up? You have that problem often.
No, not really. Just with Monica. Well, because of the board.
Just leave it right
the
there.
Board.
Okay, yeah,
That felt
Just leave it
awkward.
right there. Okay.
Ouch.
Did not know. Dead Guy in the Envelope. Is it sponsored? No?
Oh, Mark
Spain?
does one of the hours, I think. Is it?
Yeah, Mark Spain.
Just
All
call
right, there you
Mo? I don't know.
No,
All right.
not. Just go.
Just start naming every sponsor we have on the station. We'll hit it once.
We have some
Weather
good
Tight
sponsors.
Windows. Thank you for the sponsor.
Got a full line of calls. So we said he is a white guy, Dizzy.
You're welcome.
He's of the 4 major sports.
There we are.
What else do we say? Corey asked if he was in
a Hall of Fame.
A Hall of Fame. He is in a Hall of Fame, just not the one for this sport as far as from the professional standpoint.
Gotcha.
All right, does that make sense? So give us a call, 800-771-1025. Get to have your choice of tickets. Let's go. Who are we going with first?
You're running this show.
Oh,
so-
I didn't know if you pulled it. Let's go with Jock.
Yeah, tell me which line.
Line 4.
All right, I'll pull that up.
It's right there.
Jock.
Did he play in the NBA?
He did not play in the NBA. Thank you.
I can just mouth the noises.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to line 3. Mitch.
It's on the same fader, so it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Mitch, what line is 3?
3.
Yeah, did he play for the Cincinnati Reds at one point?
He did not. Thank you.
And it's a lot of work for me, I'm just saying. It's there, it's just lower because it's on the same fader.
Line 2, Derek.
He's just gonna...
I was thinking the same thing as the last guy, but did he play baseball?
He did not play baseball.
I can't do it because every
we'll just
time-
say.
Well, you could play the that on the second machine and then just use the hotkey.
I'm using the hotkey for the dead guy, but whenever I hit the buzzer on the same thing, it stops the who are you?
No.
We'll just end it here. It's Babe Ruth.
let's go to
Thanks
Tim.
for playing.
You get the music or you get the
Tim,
buzzer.
line
It's up
one.
to you.
Corey will do
Hey,
this.
yeah, I just wanted to ask if he was a professional player on any of the four sports.
He was not a professional player, but he was a collegiate player.
So,
That's a big clue right there. And you said he was in a Hall of Fame for college.
Yeah. So if
Was it football?
ding, ding, ding. Yes, it
All
was for
right.
football.
Let's keep this going here.
College Football Hall of
Did he
Fame.
play in the Big Ten? Let's narrow this down.
Let's see. He played in a 10, but not the Big Ten. It might have been called a 10 at the time.
Oh, this is an old school thing then. This is back before when it all made sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right?
When Rutgers wasn't in the Big Ten, when New Jersey wasn't in the Big Ten.
Rutgers was like just above a high school level.
I think they were like maybe Big
Back
East.
Did he coach the Gamecocks?
He was a coach, but he did not coach the Gamecocks.
Okay.
Feels weird without the dings and buzzer.
yeah. Because I don't even know. Would that be a yes or no?
That's a no.
Oh, it's a no.
So I went to when Miami played South Carolina down the old Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
South Carolina came in. There were a bunch of hot girls selling I love cocks.
There you go.
Gamecocks. 800-771-1025. You guys can't be crapping out on the game that easy, right? Anyone else in on it? We'll just play ourselves.
I'm going to try this. Hold on.
There you go. Ding, ding, ding.
Corey Cardinal with the A and B. Gotcha. All right. We can do this.
Corey Cardinal with the A-hole in the... Oh, that's Johnny B.
That's Johnny.
That's true. Monica, you having fun yet?
I hate...
This is...
I'm not going
You
to say
hate that guy.
This is not what I would have liked to have done with this time, but...
What days are you in with us again, or are you?
Yes, I am. Oh, wait. Hold on.
There you go.
I'm in... I am off tomorrow and Friday. I will be here Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
So we'll play one day, and then we won't play another day.
We could do top 10, maybe bring that back.
But can you do that?
I like a top 10. I like a good top 10.
Okay.
Is
Are we allowed
does it
to?
feel like poaching? I don't know. You might
I don't
be
know.
right
Is
there.
it poaching?
Listen, nobody's gonna let him know, so he won't know until he gets back. So
That's true. People will tattle, though. You don't understand the listeners. They will
Oh,
instantly
they'll
say
rat us out.
he's got
like
everything
nobody's
turned
business.
off.
That's how Will Coons found out I was talking bad about him. I'm sure someone tattled to him.
Well, Coates is just happy his name is getting. Is he still physically employed?
He's employed here.
Okay.
You know who probably told him? I guarantee I have one guess who it is.
Hey, let's play
how you
this.
doing today? Guarantee you.
Wait, do the voice again?
Think?
Yeah.
Do the voice?
I'm here to run the board.
Medicine Man?
No.
Oh, well, I mean, that good call.
It did sound like Medicine Man.
That
right?
sounded like Isaiah.
Ding, ding, ding. There we go, Monica.
There you go. Let's go to line 1, Tony.
Hey, what's up, bud?
What's up, man?
Hey, is he a prominent figure in Texas sports?
Not in Texas sports, no.
Oh.
Let's go to line
A
2.
lot of work for
Mark.
me. I would just like to say for the record, y'all are just sitting.
You're doing a great job, Monica.
Line 2,
You're
Mark.
doing a great job.
My arms are all short. Oh, I'm going for the phone.
You got alligator arms.
I do. Dinosaur arms.
Line 2.
Line 2,
Oh.
Mark.
Hey,
Mark.
Honky Kong, I'm going to agree with Dizzy. You got to get rid of this game. This game is terrible.
All right, let's get rid of Mark.
All right.
There you go.
Monica dinged him.
Let's go to line 5, Benjamin. Benjamin.
Hey, did he coach in the Pac-10?
Ding, ding, ding. He sure did.
Ooh, John McKay?
Boom! Chakalaka-laka. Holy smokes.
I feel like I've heard that on my NBA games. Boom, shakalaka.
Wow, how'd you figure that one out?
Love it.
I mean, that was a heck of a leap.
Honestly, I was just listening to, like, some of the different thoughts that you guys had, like, you know, the different facts. And
So
what
guess, you
really
guessed.
stood out to me was when you said that there was a 10.
That there was a 10. Okay, but still, to jump to John McKay that way. So he's a coach at Oregon and at USC. I was waiting for some
Oregon's
of the great...
in the Big Ten now.
Yeah,
That's how
but
stupid
back
it
then,
is.
right. But I mean, also coach of the Bucks in the Ring of Honor for the Bucks. I just wanted to get the Buck stuff
I
out
like
there as
that.
we
I
get
like-
closer to
I
football
like where your
season.
head's at,
You know, the whole throw McKay in the Bay when they went 0-26. Thanks, Bobby. Hold on 1 second. We're going to hook you up with some tickets. Dizzy will take your information, and then I'll shoot you an email back and let you know what we got, and you can take your pick from that. All right?
That hurt. That physically hurt me. Like I'm in physical pain.
All right. See, that was over quick.
Thank God.
And
Thank
then
God.
Mark and everything said he agrees, so we let go of him.
Yeah.
there
Well,
you go.
listen, I understand it's a crowd favorite, and it's about the listeners, as JP says all the time. All I've asked, and I've said this before, I would love this game if people knew how to play.
That's true.
They have one
Bobby
name in
did.
mind. They come in, and then they don't help. Like I said, is it football? Then I said, is it Big Ten? Like there's a way to narrow it down.
Yeah.
These people just come in. They got blonde hair. That doesn't help.
Right?
That helps nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it over with and done. How about that?
I'm impressed. I'm
Let's do
impressed
that.
with that.
You
Yeah.
got to take a break now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's take a break. On the other side, let's get closer to the end of the show. Senning show coming up at 1 o'clock. John Senning and Dizzy. No Dizzy?
Best of.
Best of today. Still coming up. He's still on it, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He did text me, ask if I want to go longer. I can't.
You can't or you won't.
You have
I
like a
can't
real
today.
job, like an actual job.
I got things I got to do. Yeah. Michael, Corey Cardinal in for JP with Monica and Dizzy, 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bay has elite wings, but whose are the best?
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on the hunt for the Bay's best wings. Visit one of the participating restaurants and enjoy a Stella Artois with some wings. Then scan the QR code and vote. The restaurant with the most votes will be crowned the best wings in the Bay and be featured on the Mike Calta Show. Plus, you can win cool Stella gear just for voting. For details and locations, visit theboneonline.com. Thanks to Hooters, Hurricane Eddie's in Dunedin, Abe's Place, Norton's East Side, and Downtown Pizza.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put that Heineken's back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family-owned and operated. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning. Your loved ones panic, powerless to help. Your life changes forever or ends in a single terrifying moment. Mike Calta here for Lifeguard Imaging. That's why I've been telling you for years, get scanned. Heart disease claims millions of lives annually, often with no symptoms. Don't let that be your story. You could feel fine today while deadly plaque builds in your arteries or cancer silently grows inside you. And by the time you notice, it may be too late. It doesn't have to end this way. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer often before symptoms ever appear, giving you the chance to take action and do something about it. A 5-minute scan can mean the difference between life and death, between years with your family or a preventable tragedy. Don't wait for symptoms or pain. Take control before it's too late and take the guesswork out of your health. Right now, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, or someone you just want to protect. Trust me, the peace of mind is priceless. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. The scariest thing you can do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Woohoo! Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
Cardinal.
Don't ask me what this is.
Dizzy.
This is way before y'all were born.
Who's singing this? Come on, your mom had to be rocking out to this back in the day, Diz.
Oh, your mom definitely. My mom was, so.
Diana Ross.
Oh, then yeah, she was definitely rocking to Diana Ross.
It's not Diana Ross.
Oh.
It's SOS.
SOS man.
No.
No.
Take your
I
time,
don't know
do
what it
it.
is. My mom probably danced to this. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Okay. Come on, this is total like churning the butter music in the club back in the day.
Yeah,
the disco.
I remember this. I know what this is, too.
All right.
Now I know this song. The other song that you guys played before, no clue.
No
Trash.
clue.
Yeah.
Trash song.
1000%. Old Man Rock.
When I'll put something up on Saturdays, Corey will call it Old Man Rock.
I told him that at one point in the Metallica show,
Yeah.
they became an old man rock jam band. Like they just started going at it, and I was just like, "Is this still the same song? It's been 12 minutes. What is going on?"
I'm sure it's not. I'm sorry, it's not Falling in Reverse or one of those dumb other alternative bands that you like.
I cannot wait until Falling in Reverse. August 20th.
Anything you looking forward to, Diz, as far as concerts?
I never know when concerts are coming up, to be honest. Like, I
Right.
never
That's how I am.
keep on track with all them, right? Yeah.
Michael Franti on September 19th. That's truly all I have on my
Rescheduled.
radar. Yeah,
On the
rescheduled.
night
for me.
AC/DC was going to be there. What about you're not going to go see Ice Cube or anything?
I don't care to.
No?
Like, I'm a Cube fan, but not enough where I'm like, well, I'm going to go out and watch him perform these
Right.
4 songs. You know what I mean?
And I see your point there, but my thought is like Cube is such a legend, especially like, when the forefathers of hip hop and stuff. That's somebody that if I have the opportunity to go, I'm going to check that out.
Can I be
just to see
honest
it.
though?
Yeah.
This is gonna sound. I hope this doesn't sound wrong. Like Michael Franti, you know me.
Yeah.
If Bare Naked Ladies were coming, right? Whatever. Other than that, I just literally wait for your email on like a Thursday or a Friday. I'm like, oh, that would sound fun. That's literally.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in my head that I want to see right now. But there are bands that are cool. I just don't think of them until I see your email.
If I wasn't doing all of the web contests and we weren't doing all the prizes, I wouldn't know what shows are coming to town. Every once in a while, like I'll see something that pops up and I send it to him immediately. I go, "Are we getting tickets for this? Because if so, I am here for this one for sure."
Yeah.
The funny thing is that, so a lot of times it used to be with hard tickets. You'd go to the arena, pick up the hard tickets, come here. People go to the front desk, pick up their tickets. Ever since COVID, everything's digital tickets for the most part. 95% of the shows are digital tickets. And we get them from the promoter sometimes 3 days before the event, sometimes a month before the event, sometimes more. So I love the emails I get from listeners like, the show, so-and-so is coming to town. I won tickets. The show is this Friday night. It's like, we're well aware when the show. Trust me, you cannot stump me on any show that's coming to the market. I have a list of every single concert in a file, knowing when the shows are. And if it's like the week of the show, there's sometimes I'll hit the promoters. I'm like, hey, listeners are going nuts. They need their tickets. But when people tell me the show is this Friday night, I go like, oh my God, thank you so much for reminding me. I had no clue or no idea that it was. Heaven to Betsy.
I don't know. Of all people in the world, it's funny you should say that about the physical tickets, because when I worked at another building, it was like the civil way you handle it is amazing, because this other building, they just called it the Ledge, right? That's all it was called, was the Ledge. And on Fridays, like at 5 or around about, sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later, but late Friday afternoon, there's like a mad rush to the Ledge. And all the physical tickets are laid out, and it's like people get ugly.
That's great.
With the tickets they want. So you're just like, if you're first there and no one's around, awesome. And if everybody goes at once, they're like elbowing, and you're just hoping to get this ticket that's probably going to get ripped apart. And I did not like the Ledge.
When I was at the Evil Empire, we used to do that. We used to have a Ledge there.
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
then we would lay them all out there, and like first come, first serve.
That's
so
what I'm
now it's
talking about.
email. It's like first come, first serve. And then, like I said, we'll go into the Bone Fam chat and go like, hey, you want tickets? Hit us up.
That's nice.
Anytime we can, if we have any extras, yeah.
Wait a minute. No, is that the nicer of the two?
The nicer of the two,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
The evil ones, they're so mean and everything. They would probably crap on, I almost said the S word. They would probably crap on any tickets that we had. Like there was one, what did we give away a couple weeks ago? It was a metal show. I can't remember. And it was at
Summer of Loud. No, not Summer of Loud.
Yeah, it was Summer of Loud. And someone like, that sounds like an angry band. There's a reason why people don't want those tickets to the show. And he was like crapping on people who might like to go see a band. It's like, all right, buddy, if you don't like it, move along. There's no need, like I say, when someone says, I'm out of here, I'm leaving, there's no need to announce your departure. It's not an airplane or airport.
Bye.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Go away with it. Dumb.
Yeah. I that's like reason number 50 million that I don't go into those. I from what I understand, you have to be accepted into these things, and I bet I would not even get accepted. They'd be like, no. But I also don't want to expose myself to that. And honestly, the worst or some of the juiciest stuff or whatever, I see anyway through people showing me. So I don't need to follow along on it.
I look at it this way. They say like no bad publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Even though that there's one group that's more favorable, and sometimes they crap on us too, and the other one's not. Without them, we don't have jobs.
Yeah.
Either said. And even though I tend to disagree with some people's negative opinions, I still welcome them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to crap on them like, well, don't listen.
And I will say this. I will say of let's just say random, of the 10 last people I've met, even at like Hooters or whatever, the few that were like, okay, I don't, like you, whatever, 95% of them would say, listen, I don't agree with anything you have to say, but I respect your ability to blah, blah, blah. I still like you, whatever, thanks for whatever. That's awesome. Like, that's how it should be. Like, you don't have to agree with me, but why do you have to be evil about it?
I don't think there's a person alive that if I were to meet them, go like, I don't like you. It's just
Tom Brady, but other than that, I'm with you.
No,
Tom
but seriously,
Brady, I'd pick him.
I don't think there's anybody I've ever met to where, man, I don't like you. Why tell? If you're that miserable, why share that with somebody? Just have your opinion.
There have been times where I've been in the middle of like receiving a conversation or whatever, and just going, I don't like you. This isn't for me, and I've walked away. And I've said that to people before. So I would
every day.
I would be that person. Like I would just, I call people out with stuff like that. I don't mind doing that.
That's fantastic.
I like seeing what people are thinking about, not just like the shows, but like the personality.
Oh, absolutely. No, that part, yeah.
Yeah, and
But
I like
couldn't imagine
interacting with listeners, because you are right. They are the reason we have jobs and we feel secure in these positions. And if it was me and it's like, oh, I'm on the Saved by the Bell fan page and Zach Morris is responding, you know what I mean? I think there's something to that. So that's why I respond, because I was like, I want them to see, like, we have no problem interacting with you
Yeah.
guys, you know?
The part that I don't get involved with is when I know the answer to something they're alluding to, and it's just there's like inside stuff that we can't discuss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's so many
Yeah.
times I want to go, you're wrong. It's
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah.
That is,
I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
You know,
You
and-
are 100% right.
And I never want to make anyone feel bad on purpose.
Yeah.
Or anything. It's just like if you only knew the inside story.
But also, that's to me, and that's why I try to maybe express is that this is our job. You know, it's fun and we're lucky and all of that, but it's still a job and they pay us to do our job. And I don't go into anyone else's job and tell them you should be doing it this way or, you know, you're doing that wrong or why don't you try this instead? But people have, and I get that it's the nature of it, but just understand, like you were saying, there is stuff that is behind the scenes or whatever that you're just not understanding. And that's why your opinion or whatever you're saying right now is a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always view it as like an unofficial survey. I go, all right, well, that's how you're thinking. All right, understood. I gotcha.
90% of the things people say that are negative, couldn't care less.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm okay with seeing people hate on me for no reason. But there are times when I just have time, you know what I mean? Where you just like, I'm going to respond today to that thing. And you
Right.
shouldn't. And I shouldn't because, you know what I mean? You're giving them power and stuff. But sometimes I just like to.
Sometimes you gotta.
You got to get checked. You know what I mean?
But then my only problem with that is then it just never ends. Like sometimes I'll want to, and if I do one comment and then they're like back and then it's back,
Open the floodgates,
yeah, I don't care anymore.
There's times I wish I could respond, but because of the real job I have,
Yeah.
that's
Why you need a burner account.
But then I mean,
Not Mike Olivero. That's your
Yeah.
burner account.
because of the real
Just
job
you
I
with
can't.
glasses.
Yeah, no.
It's Michael Olivero. It's just Mike Olivero. Yeah.
What would your burner account name be if you could pick one? And obviously you can't have your actual name in it, but what would you choose?
I never even thought that far ahead. I don't know.
Like, would it be bone related? Would it be like Bonehead or
Yes,
whatever?
mine would be Brian Hoppy.
Brian.
And just starts everything with, sup, dudes.
Listen, bro.
No, I never thought that far ahead. I'd have to get back to
Because
you
you'd
on
have that. Would it be if you're having a
I
fin
would
state,
just
you
call
gotta.
myself Brian Kelly.
There you go.
Oh no, that's
Yeah. No,
morbid.
that's what- Brian with an I.
As soon as you say I almost cut my mic off, I went, hey.
That stopped everything. I was going to say dead in its tracks.
Oh,
but
my
that was
God.
Terrible.
Oh my God, you're going the wrong way, sir.
Hey, look, I'll be the
doubled
first to
down.
say I love Brian Kelly. I miss him. There are times when I wish I could just go in his office and talk with him again. Brian was our director of sales here at the station, and he unexpectedly passed away about, 15
Just
months
over
ago.
a year ago, yeah.
Memorial Day Friday. And Brian was one of my best friends in the radio business. What a great guy. The only thing I disagreed with him on, he was an Eagles fan. Outside of that, everything else was great.
And
it was fantastic.
we would bust each other's balls for that. But I will say, Brian Kelly hooked
And I
it.
tease about that with the Eagles fan. Great guy.
He hooked it up with USF. Like
Yeah.
we were in a meeting one time, and he mentioned randomly that we like the station gets USF basketball tickets or whatever, because we're the home of the Bulls, during football and stuff, and they play basketball games I think on HD2 or something.
Yeah.
In either event, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Hey, can I get? I'm a huge fan. Can I get a couple of tickets? Next thing you know, we're in like the VIP, free
Yep.
food, free drink. I'm like, I didn't, and we were like literally 2 rows up from the court. I'm like,
Yep.
I did not
That's
expect
great.
this at all.
You know what Brian was the best at? No, I mean, he was great at his job. He was one of the best at his job. But Brian was the best at making people happy.
Yes.
Even if he didn't really care for you as much, he loved making people happy. He had a giant heart. He was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, he was awesome. I remember at the 50th, Mike Calta's, 50th birthday bash, I was just walking by, and he stopped me. He goes, hey, Dizzy. And I didn't think he knew me like Dizzy. And he's like, your star is starting to shine here. I'm like, me?
Yeah, that's dope.
I was like, for him to just stop me and say that, I was like, I'll never forget that moment.
Yeah.
That's the thing I miss most is that we would talk about just shop, stuff
Yeah.
around here and stuff. And our favorite, obviously, both of us, The Bone, and just talking about the station and the different people. And he would bring things like that up about you and stuff. And, Brian, like I said, he loved making people happy, making people feel good and helping them out. And that's the one thing I miss most. He was
That's
a
the thing is
phenomenal guy.
it's tough, I think, especially at a place of employment, let alone in real life. But at work, it's tough to find someone universally loved. There's always
Yeah,
someone who's like,
right.
Nobody has a bad word to say about him, even if, like you said, it's a funny little Eagles, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was nobody ever disliked. I don't know anybody who disliked him. And that's tough to do.
So, we have the Employee of the Month. Everyone gets a bobblehead.
Yes, I got
So
one.
have
I think we all
you
got
gotten
one.
one yet?
Yeah.
You got one? You got one?
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't
I got
got
one.
one yet. So we no longer will have a May Employee of the Month. It will forever be, every May will be Brian Kelly.
Oh, I didn't know
You guys
that.
weren't in the meeting.
No, we're not in any meetings. Apparently, all the meetings are held between 11 and 1.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so that's that was a nice touch this past month.
Yeah.
So very cool of that. So are you going to be here for 1 o'clock, or are you skedaddling too?
What do you mean?
For a sending show.
Well,
are you
I'm
running
gonna
it, or
be
is
in
it
the
going
off
of itself?
in the building, but I got to work on best ofs for the other days and stuff like that.
Now, what happens to tonight? Did the carts go in for the replay? Do we get played again?
Remember earlier I was saying, I don't know what John Brennan wants me to do. I'm just going to make the executive call. That was the question. I put yesterday's show in to expire on the 16th when he's back, so they can use it for fill or whatever. I don't know if they wanted this on overnight. I don't know.
As long as we have something that's not a repeat.
And I call not it.
I call so not it. I didn't.
Who does it then? Someone's got to.
I don't know how to do it.
I know, but right now the card is full.
Okay.
So
there's a show in there for tonight.
Yes.
The alarms aren't going to go off, and I'm not going to get nasty DMs going like there's nothing on the air.
That show itself is set to expire on the 16th.
But it'll run every night like that?
I don't know. That's up to John Brennan. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I gave him everything.
Did you see his email yesterday?
Yes, okay. I did that. I did all of it, and all the cards I put in from best of to everything overnight weekend. I got weekend in there. All of them expire on the 16th, so he can go in this little music thing and or whatever it is and
just
switch around and plug in
Jazz
and whatever he
hands.
wants to do. But that's mine. That's above my pay.
All right. Well, inside baseball for all the listeners.
Sorry, people. That's
all right.
That's why I like the time off because it's like all the prep of all those carts and all the best. Yeah, now they're done. I'm like, that's up to y'all, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun.
Will you guys be
Here
not
tomorrow.
Friday? Yeah, okay.
Correct. Friday, we're on location. Long day Friday.
Where are you going to be
I mean,
Friday?
not on vacation. We're on location.
Yeah.
I need to be on vacation. On location, we'll be at Jerry Ulm if we're not getting washed out.
Which one?
Right over there on Dale Mabry.
Yep, right across from Dave's Hot Chicken.
Right across from
Are we getting
2001.
Dave's Hot Chicken that for lunch? Come on.
Fantastic.
And then strip club after.
Yes, sir.
It's right
I'm in
there.
now. I'm in.
When's the last time you've been to a strip club?
Years.
Never.
When we were there live, giving away, was it Calton stuff? Cruise stuff? It was at 2001.
Yeah.
It was like 2 years ago
Man.
or a year ago.
I don't remember. Great song, by the way.
I was just I love this is my favorite sing song. I was just at Riveters, and it's too tempting to just go next door. It's right there, like, and then you're drinking, and
Right.
might as well just
I
head
gotta
over
start
there.
hanging out with you guys.
We should do like a brainstorm meeting there one day at Riveters.
I love Riveters.
I'm down.
Do it.
And then, right next door. Also, there's a Sonic. It's like Monica's little heaven right there. It's like everything you need is right there.
It's been fun. Maiko and Corey Cardinal in for JP. Monica and Dizzy, thank you guys very much. Stay tuned next.
Happy 4th.
And then don't forget tomorrow, we got keywords.
Yes.
Have fun with that. Wait, who's going to run the board tomorrow?
We'll see.
Him. Me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Corey. Can't trust
If
me
you
to run
don't-
the board.
If you don't do Dead Guy tomorrow and you don't have to do everything I just did.
I enjoy doing that. I like being an octopus and having a boom, boom, boom everywhere.
You
I
got
like
long
it.
arms.
I got this. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Bone Fan. We love you. We're out.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Voted Norton's Dunedin, Muggs Icod, and Dunedin Smokehouse. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Summer is upon us. That means trips to the beach and sometimes a dirty car. That's why you need to think about a trip to Bubble Down Car Wash, where you can get the unlimited plan, go through as many times as you need to keep your car clean this summer. You'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, groove to a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're going to love it. Thirsty First.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
WeatherTight Mike is here again, and I'd love to know what kind of advice you would give homeowners who are thinking about replacing their windows.
Well, Michael, if you're thinking about replacing your windows, first off, don't wait for a hurricane to blow through to remind you. It's like realizing you're out of cookies right after you've already eaten the last one. You don't want to be caught off guard. My advice is simple. Do your research. Make sure you're getting energy efficient windows and check the quality. Don't go for the cheapest option. Those windows are like that diet cookie. It sounds good in theory, but it's really not going to do you any favors. You wouldn't grab the off-brand cookies when the good ones are on sale, right? Same thing with windows. Quality matters, and trust me, I know a thing or two about both. And always go with a company that stands behind their product. Kind of like I stand behind my cookie jar.
You can never put a true value on the things inside your home. Protect them from the start with WeatherTight windows. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. A horse's mouth is filled with cookies.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Celebrate red, white, and big savings now through Monday at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new